different soil types. So soil types based on geological and engineering viewpoints are shown below. So starting with the geological consideration, the history of formation of a soil deposit greatly influences its properties and behavior. The properties of soil highly depend on the process through which the soil deposits have been developed. So this type of soil, that is the glacial, first type is the glacial soil according to the geological consideration. So this type of soil is developed, transported and deposited by the action of glaciers. These deposits consist of rock fragments, boulders, gravel, sand, silt and clay in various proportions. Moving to residual soil, this type of soil is found on nearly flat rock surfaces where the weathering action has produced a soil with a little or no tendency to move. Residual soil also occurs when the rate of weathering is higher than the rate of removal. Moving to alluvial soil, the soil transported and deposited by water is called alluvial soil. As flowing water loses velocity, it tends to deposit some of the particles that it was carrying in suspension or by rolling, sliding, or skipping along the river bed. Coarser or heavier particles are dropped first. Hence, on the higher reaches of a river, gravel and sand are found. However, on the lower part, silt and clay dominate, where the flow velocity is almost zero or very small. Wind-blown soil or aeolian soil. The soil transported by the geological agent wind and subsequently deposited is known as wind-blown soil or aeolian soil. Aeolian soil has two main types, namely dune sand and loess. Moving to dune sand, in arid parts of the world, wind is continually forming sand deposits in the form of dunes characterized by low hill and ridge formation. They generally occur in deserts and comprise of sand particles which are fairly rounded and uniform in size. The particles of the dune sand are coarser than the particles of loess. Dune sand is generally a good source of sand for construction purposes. Loess. Accumulation of wind-blown dust laid down in a loose condition is called loess. Silt soil in arid regions have no moisture to bond the particles together and are very susceptible to the effects of wind and therefore can be carried great distance by windstorms. An important engineering property of loess is its low density and high permeability. Moving to colluvial soil, the accumulation formed by the rock fragments and soil material resulting from the mechanical weathering of rocks is known as colluvial soil. This type of soil is formed more or less in situ or as a result of transport by gravity over a short distance. Moving to engineering consideration, the type of soil based on engineering consideration depend on the particle size. Since the engineering properties of soil markedly change with the change of particle size, different names are assigned to particular ranges of particle sizes. The first one is clay. It is composed of very fine particles which are less than 2 micron in size. They are flaky in shape and therefore have considerable surface area. So these surfaces carry electrical charge which helps in understanding the engineering properties of clay soils. In moist conditions, clay becomes sticky and can be rolled into thread. Due to electrical charge, clay shows high interparticle attraction and thus exhibits sufficient cohesion. It has high dry strength, low erosion, low permeability, good workability under moist condition and can be readily compacted. Also susceptible to shrinkage and swelling. Clay soils commonly have brown color. Moving to colloids, this is a clay particle which has size less than 1 micron. Moving to silt, it is composed of very fine particles ranging in size between 2 micron to 75 mm. It has high capillarity, no plasticity, and very low dry strength. It possesses properties of both clay and sand, that is, it shows slight cohesion and also friction. The color of silty soil is mostly brown. Silty soil is slippery when wet. Sand. It consists of particles ranging in size from 0.7, that is 75 micron to 4.75 mm. It has a gray color. These particles may be rounded to angular in shape. It shows no plasticity, high strength in a confined state, and has considerable frictional resistance. It has high permeability and low capillarity. Sand is the most wanted construction material. Abundant quantities of sand are available in deserts and riverbeds. These are the figures which shows clay, sand, and silt, in which loam is the combination of all clay, silt, and sand. Moving to gravels, they consist of particles varying in size from 4.75 mm to 80 mm. They form a good foundation material. They show high frictional resistance. The frictional resistance depends upon the particle size and shape. The gravels produced by crushing of rocks are angular in shape, while those taken from riverbeds are sub-rounded or to rounded. They show very high permeability. When sand and silt are mixed with gravels, the bearing capacity is further increased, but permeability may be decreased. Moving to cobbles and boulders. Particles larger than gravels are commonly known as cobbles and boulders. Cobbles generally range in size from 80 to 300 mm. The material larger than 300 mm is designated as boulders. Moving to organic matter which is contained in soil. The main source of organic matter is the plants or animal remains that are added to the soil when these organisms die. Plants decomposes at a slower rate than the animal remains. Commonly about 12 inch of the soil from top surface has a major concentration of organic matter. It undergoes large volume changes under loads and contains high natural moisture content. The strength of soil is very much reduced when the concentration of organic matter is more than 2% and the soil is considered unsuitable for foundation support. These are the size variation that we can clearly distinguish from clay to gravel. And this is the IS soil classification. Less than 2 micron, it is clay, 75 micron silt, and 4.75 mm, it is sand, and less than 80 mm, it is gravel, 80 to 300 mm, it is cobble, and if it is greater than 300 mm, it is called boulder. And the soil types based on the grain size limits according to ASTM and AASHTO are given in the following table. So this is a classification of ASTM and AASHTO classification of soil, and this is the MIT and IS classification. Thank you.